For the listeners who might be new to learning about the star ratings program or just new in general to the entire thing that is Medicare Advantage, can you explain the significance of Plan Preview 2 compared to Plan Preview 1? Riva.
Yeah, I'll take that one because that's easy for me, at least. But if you're new here or need a refresher, the difference between the two, Plan Preview 1 is typically in early August, and CMS is going to deliver via HPMS each contract's data. So that's preliminary data at the measure level, and that's it. You just get to see, hey, if I was tracking 80-something% for BCS and CMS says 80-something%, cool. If you have any discrepancies, of course, you're meant to raise those during that window. Plan Preview 2, however, comes along with that data, is now coupled with preliminary cut points at the measure level, domain level, stars, summary, etc. So you're going to get those cut points. So if I was tracking 80-something%, now that's going to translate to 4-star, 5-star at the measure level. So that's the biggest difference between the two, is you get to see what is CMS attributing that data, that rate to when it comes to cut points and actually measure performance. I will say, in case it's not stressed enough, I think they mentioned it multiple times in the memo, if you have any questions or discrepancies, concerns, anything, consternation station, call CMS, email that inbox. I've done it once before myself. I'm very glad that I did. So I would just, one bit of unsolicited advice there. If you have questions, that is what that inbox is for, and is open till 5 p.m. on the 16th, which I think is Tuesday next week. So right around the corner. But that's the main significance between the two.
So in other words, like for most plans, this is the dress rehearsal before the final curtain goes up. And I know, Nate, you have been very busy this week. So thank you for joining us. And it's for our listeners, this is a time of year that I remember. I think I fell asleep at the office one time, especially Plan Preview 1 and then also Plan Preview 2. I just lived at the office. I think I had a change of clothes and would shower at the gym at my office. So what is really, I would say, big things that health plans are thinking about as they're looking at, based on what they saw in Plan Preview 1 to Plan Preview 2? What are the big things that they're trying to compare?
Yeah, so to Reva's point, we have the cut points now, and the cut points are a barometer for where our plan sits within the entire distribution of Medicare Advantage plans in the country when it comes to quality performance for stars and on down the road for that quality bonus payment or some sort of rebate. So those additional dollars that you get that are based on the star performance. So what plans are thinking about right now, absolutely the accuracy of the data, also making sure that not just your rate is correct, but that CMS has correctly assigned that rate to its corresponding performance band. For the vast majority of the time, they do that, but sometimes there's little glitches, right? And you need to go through and you need to check those things. But I would say the main thing for Plan Preview 2 is this confirmation of where you sit within the performance distribution. It's when you understand what all this performance across all of these measures, what's it going to roll up to in terms of determining what your final star rating ends up being. And like I said, on down the road, whether or not you get the additional dollars from the rebate or the quality bonus payment. I mean, that's really what plans are doing when they're reviewing this and getting that preview of what's going to come dollar-wise and then what's probably going to show up for consumers when they go to enroll for their Medicare Advantage plan for next year.